A man's drinking may numb his pain, but it's the woman who carries the heartache of his addiction. When a man is chained to gambling, he risks losing not just money, but the love of the woman who believes in him. Every cigarette a man smokes may cloud his mind, but it also clouds the future he could have with the woman by his side. A man's neglect of his health becomes the silent burden of the woman who hopes he'll choose to live for them both. When anger becomes a man's habit, it is the woman who absorbs the impact of his unspoken battles. A man's affair may be a secret, but the heartbreak of betrayal leaves an indelible mark on the woman who trusted him. A man who drinks to escape may never realize that the woman beside him feels trapped by his choice. Every lie a man tells to protect his pride is a piece of truth stolen from the woman who loves him. When work becomes a man's obsession, a woman learns to live in the shadows of his ambition. A man's addiction may destroy his peace, but it's a woman's loyalty that's tested time and again. For every night a man spends at the casino, there's a woman praying he'll find his way home. When a man lets anger rule his words, it's the woman who hears the echoes of pain in every silence that follows. The weight of addiction may sit on a man's shoulders, but a woman often feels it on her heart. A man's need for control can become a habit, but it's a woman who feels her freedom slipping away. When a man uses substances to cope, it's the woman who feels the cost of every bottle he empties. A man who hides behind his work may never realize the loneliness he leaves for the woman who waits. Each outburst of anger or resentment scars a man's heart, but it's the woman who feels every sting. A man's affair may bring him pleasure, but it's the woman who loses trust with each deception. The habit of secrecy can poison a man's life, but it's a woman who drinks from the same bitter cup. A man addicted to winning may forget that a woman values him not for his success, but for his presence. When a man seeks freedom in vices, it's a woman who is left bearing the chains of disappointment. A man who ignores his health for fleeting pleasures doesn't see the cost until he sees it in a woman's tears. A man's anger may feel like power, but it leaves a woman weakened in love's fragile dance. When a man's habit is pride, a woman learns humility, even in moments of unrecognized sacrifice. The bitterness of addiction may drain a man's spirit, but it's the woman who tries to refill his cup of hope. When gambling takes over a man's life, it's the woman who picks up the pieces left behind. A man who ignores his family for work may never see how he has stolen joy from the woman beside him. A man's habit of anger or jealousy poisons love, and it's a woman who drinks from the cup in silence.